Welcome, everyone! We are live at Madison Square Garden for Survival Sequence. It's the Presidential Wrestling Federation. This is Stunning Steve Lincoln Douglas, along with my trusted cohort,
James J. Hamilton.
That's right, and we're ready for some exciting presidential action with your favorite presidential superstars. Of course, the rules of Survival Sequence are as follows, James.
Well, on each, we got teams of five presidential superstars each. We'll go head to head in basically a tag team match, but there will be, it's a 5-fall match. Each president will be eliminated by pin, submission, count out, disqualification, etc. And the teams
could come
will
down
dwindle.
to one sole survivor.
Yeah, until there is only one left. Only one left. We're here live in front of this capacity crowd.
And you could just cut the electricity with a butter knife here.
Our listeners of the Dead Presidents podcast at home with this pay-per-view event, all having paid $29.95. We thank them for their contributions. They've been automatically debited from their bank accounts.
Absolutely, and thank you. Just by clicking on this, you have helped to increase the budget of the Presidential Wrestling Federation, and obviously that's going to go to great use, James.
Indeed.
Well, let's make our way down to ringside here for our first bout.
These presidential superstars are ready to go.
They certainly are. Here we go with the introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, the captain of the moral minority, George Washington. His teammates, Gerald Ford, Rutherford Burchard Hayes, Jimmy Carter, Calvin Coolidge. There they are.
It's the moral minority.
You got a nicely balanced team there, James. You got a little bit of power with Washington and Ford and Hayes, and you got a little bit of tact with Coolidge and Carter. Introducing next, the captain of the Fandoozlers, Richard Milhouse Nixon, and his teammates, Ulysses S. Grant, Bill Clinton, Warren G. Harding, Chester Allen Arthur. There they come. This team isn't nothing to mess with, James.
Their team is just mired in scandal.
They sure are. They are a devious lot, and they've got some power on their side.
They are shameless, and they are ready to stick it to the upstanding members of the moral minority here.
They surely are, James. Look, you could see over there at ringside, we got a shot of Roger Clinton, brother of Bill Clinton, and Billy Carter, brother of Jimmy Carter, sitting together.
It looks like they are having those brewskis.
It appears to be. It appears they're having quite a good time.
I don't know
knocking back some beer, and
there's some white powder.
I don't know where they got powdered donuts at, James.
I don't know how they got that stuff past the security here at Madison Square Garden.
I didn't think they were serving powdered donuts here tonight.
And they're both sitting on, in the corner of the Fanboozlers here. Billy Carter shamelessly, he's denounced his brother Jimmy as a born loser. And he and Roger are both
almost appears to be mocking him.
He's, they're rooting for Bill Clinton here.
Yeah, that is quite a...
Jimmy Carter.
That's something that Jimmy Carter is going to have to live with in the back of his mind during this bout, which is about to begin. Let's get down to ringside. Will the two starters of the team, chosen by draw, please move to the center of the ring? Oh, and it appears that we have Coolidge and Harding moving in there together. Shake hands and begin the bout. Say, Coolidge, I bet Arthur and Nixon $50 that I could kick your New England ass. You lose. My God! What a punch to the solar plexus. Warren Harding, he's had the breath knocked out of him. And Coolidge, he's taken up quite a pugilist stance, and lefts and rights, hooks and uppercuts. Harding in a great deal of trouble. He's scrambling back towards his corner and making a quick tag to Ulysses S. Grant. Coolidge still
looks like
feeling
Harding's
fresh.
going to owe some money to somebody.
It appears
He lost
so.
a big bet on Coolidge.
He certainly did, and Coolidge now appears to be squaring up Grant. Grant moves in like a bear, and Coolidge trying to be quick, trying to jab and trying to duck around him. But he's hard pressed to do it.
Grant
charging in like a bulldog.
aggressive. He is aggressive. He's taking the fight to Coolidge.
He certainly is, and Coolidge now he's thinking it wise to go and tag in Rutherford Hayes, somebody a little bit closer to stature and Grant's size there, and looks like these two bearded individuals are going to square off against one another.
Hayes and Grant grappling up now. They're testing each other's strength. Hayes, he's going to whip Grant against the ropes, and
Oh my goodness,
he just
what
hit
a
him with a
drop
drop kick to the face.
Grant might be down and for the count, but what's this? Something's going on at ringside. It's Roger Clinton and Billy Carter, and they appear to be causing some sort of a row, James. And William Howard Taft is getting himself involved.
Yep, Chief Justice Taft, the referee in this match.
He doesn't want any outside interference. He's going over to admonish these two, but oh my God, it's Arnold Badcock. What
He
is
just
going
hit
on?
Rutherford B. Hayes in the head with a steel chair.
My God,
Poor
Grant
old
didn't see
Badcock.
it. Taft didn't see it.
It's Grant's personal secretary. He shouldn't even be at ringside.
He was in and out so quick, it was like a flash and nobody saw it. Taft now turning around and both men are down. Who's going to get up first? Grant's stirring. Hayes out cold.
Grant
Grant now-
staggers to his feet. He sees Hayes is down, and he's grabbed his legs. He's
Oh,
putting
my
him in the unconditional
goodness.
surrender.
And the Hayes, he's immediately tapping out. There's he cannot withstand the punishment of the unconditional surrender. My goodness, what a turn of events here. Rutherford Hayes being sent back to the locker room now.
He's pissed.
And
He's yelling about
Washington
this.
is also pissed, and he's coming in after Grant.
Grant doesn't want to be in there. He's squirreling his way out of the ring. He's jumped right over the top rope.
No, he certainly doesn't. Washington is in
appears-
absolute fury.
Grant, it looks like he's tagged Nixon. Nixon doesn't want to go in the ring.
Nixon reluctant.
Taft has called him into the ring.
Waving him in.
Nixon's down on his knees.
My
He's begging
God,
no.
his hands in the air. He's pleading with Washington. Washington saying no, shaking his head no, telling Nixon to get up. Nixon now. What's he do?
Is he reaching into his pocket?
What's he do? Oh my God! No, that wasn't a punch, but Washington is reeling. What's
His
happening?
hands are covering it. I think Nixon just threw sand in Washington's eyes.
Something has happened, and Nixon is following up with hard kicks to the midsection. Washington, he's in some trouble. Here comes a hard right from Nixon. Washington, he spins, he's reeling. He's able to... He dives out.
Tagged in Ford.
He just managed to tag in Jerry Ford. Washington was in a world of trouble there.
Seems Chief Justice Taft is talking, giving Nixon a talking to. I think he's
yes, he is.
hip to that sand maneuver.
Oh yes, he is
Looks like
questioning Nixon.
Taft
It looks
is-
like they're looking in his trunks. They're trying to find anything.
Looks like Taft's considering disqualifying Nixon, but Ford's waving him off. He says, "Give Nixon a pass. I want a piece of him."
That's what it looks like. It looks like Ford is talking to Taft and saying, "Don't disqualify him. I want a piece of this man."
Right. Well,
And Taft is going to allow it. And now it looks like he's waving the match on. Ford and Nixon now squaring off head to head. And Ford, they're grappling up. Ford with the immediate upper hand. Nixon in a world of hurt with, my God, what a suplex.
Nixon is on the ground. He is rolling out of the way. Ford stomping on him. Nixon crawling into the corner.
Ford not willing to let him squirrel away so quick. He grabs him by the legs and pulls him back into the center of the ring. What are we going to have here? Ford off the ropes. Oh, a knee to the back, and that looked like it hurt, James. Nixon is in some serious trouble. Ford now standing up, shaking his head. It appears that he thinks Nixon's learned his lesson for that vulgar display of cheating. And
That's just par for the course with Richard Nixon.
it certainly is.
Unfortunately.
Ford now in complete control. Nixon in quite some serious trouble.
What's this?
My goodness!
Ford just went down like a sack of bricks.
I don't believe it!
How did
Nixon put out Ford! Nixon put out Ford!
1, 2, 3, and Ford is out.
He's gone!
How did it?
I
Looked
don't
like
believe
Nixon
it!
hit him in the face, but I don't know how he went down.
It was a
totally
phantom
fresh.
punch if I've ever seen one.
When we got, oh look at that, Nixon just he just disposed of a foreign object. He had something in his fist. That was not a fair
That
punch.
looked like something. It
Taft?
looked like he tossed something aside.
That was very surreptitious. Taft didn't see it, but didn't get past us here at the announcer's table.
There is not.
Boozler's playing a very dirty game here in this match.
I'm going to be completely honest. I think Taft was distracted by the fact that Ulysses S. Grant is over with Roger Clinton and Billy Carter, and all three of them appear to be sharing in drinks and discussing the match, and they look to be in quite a jovial mood at this point, and why wouldn't they be? The match is really going in the Van Doozler's favor. Nixon. Now Jimmy Carter's come into the ring. Washington, he's
Nixon looks
still
like he's
recovering.
Nixon's gonna tag out Chester Arthur, taking his place. Chester Arthur, a huge man, clocking in at 224. He is 6'2". He towers over Jimmy Carter.
That's right. Let's see how Jimmy Carter approaches this. Carter going in for a move, and Arthur with a, my God, wow, body slam. 1, 2, 3.
And now Jimmy Carter's eliminated.
Carter is out.
The moral
Arthur,
minority is a true minority. They're
Arthur
down.
raising his hands in victory, but Washington is
now
pissed off again.
This match is now 5-on-2.
That's right. There's serious disadvantage for these final two people. Washington and Coolidge against Arthur, Grant, Nixon, Harding, and the fresh Bill Clinton, who hasn't been in the ring yet. But Washington pissed off. Arthur, Washington trading blows in the center of the ring. Two powerhouse individuals. Arthur, certainly with the weight advantage. Washington with a slight reach advantage and a height advantage.
Washington has whipped Arthur against the ropes. He coming around. Oh, he gave him a boot to the face.
That looks
coming
to
up
have hurt
on him.
a little bit.
Washington just hitting him with a massive leg drop. Arthur is in trouble. He's rolling to the side. Looks like he's going to tag in Ulysses S. Grant, who's back on the apron. He is stumbling into the ring. He looks very inebriated.
That didn't look like the smartest move. I think Arthur
is
went to
not
go
the
for
same-
the biggest man on his team, but I don't think he realized the situation that Grant's in because he
Grant
was looking a little bit
Looks like
tipsy.
he is falling off the wagon here in this match. And, Washington just belted him right in the face. Grant is down.
Washington absolutely going to take advantage of this situation off the ropes now with a huge leg drop. And Grant looks to be hurt. Washington, I don't think he's done.
Grant
Grabbing him
can't.
by the legs. He's whipping him against the ropes now, and his throat went off that second rope there, and Grant bounces back on the canvas. And I think he's about done, and he's in the right corner of the ring. Washington going for the pin.
Yeah, he is out of there.
That's right. His teammate's not quick enough to react to that. Right?
What's this?
Oh, my goodness.
There's commotion in the stands.
My God! It's John Rollins!
John Rollins, he is attacking Billy Carter. He has punched Roger Clinton in the face. John Rollins, of course, Ulysses S. Grant's chief of staff, spent years trying to keep him off the sauce. All of his work undone by Billy
here
Carter
in a single night.
and Roger Clinton.
And boy, is he trying to take it out on those two. William Howard Taft down outside of the ring trying to get involved over the barricade here. Trying to get
Meanwhile,
John Rollins off.
four of the
these people.
Van Doozlers are in the ring. Laying into George Washington.
Washington is getting blindsided. Coolidge trying to come in and help him, but it's 4-on-2. Taft now, Taft sees the commotion in the ring. He's scrambling back up to the ring now, slowly. My goodness, what a turn of events here. Taft now trying to restore order. He's trying to get the Van Doozlers out of there. He's trying to get Coolidge back to his side of the ring. The legal men in.
Bill Clinton now the legal man in the ring for the first time. He's in there. Washington is hurt.
Washington and
he was
Clinton.
getting 4-on-1 there.
Washington getting blindsided by all four remaining members of the Van Doozlers, and Clinton has him in a bit of a predicament right now. It looks like he's got him in an arm bar, and Washington desperately reaching out towards his corner, but Clinton just has him planted enough to keep his reach away.
Clinton throwing his weight around a little bit. He is not a small man himself. And Washington he's in trouble here with this armbar, but and he reaches Coolidge, and Coolidge is in there.
Oh my goodness! Coolidge now with a huge clothesline. Coolidge off the ropes and a flying knee. My goodness. And that's got Clinton reeling a little bit. Coolidge, he's not done. He's picking him up. He's got him. Oh my God, it's the silent but violent suplex. He's got Clinton rolled up. 1,
Clinton is
2,
out.
3.
He's out.
Clinton is out of there.
That was fast.
Clinton is out of there. And here comes a pissed off Warren G. Harding trying to get at Coolidge, and no! Coolidge trading blows even with Harding, and Coolidge, he has the upper hand. Harding, there's not much he can do. Coolidge now still seems to be in control of this bout. My God, what a turn of events here.
Harding taking punishment from his own vice president.
He certainly is, James. I don't know what way this match is going to go.
Coolidge, he has Warren Harding in a full Nelson, and he has spun him around. Oh, he's getting him.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got him with the silent but violent suplex.
1, 2. That's Arthur. It's Arthur's kicked Coolidge in the side of the head.
That was a surefire pin.
And Taft surely saw it. Arthur's out.
He is disqualified.
Taft is disqualifying.
He's finally asserting some authority over this match. The Fanboozlers aren't going to get away with that one.
No, sir. Chester Arthur, he is very angry about it.
The legal men in the ring are Harding and Coolidge, and they are both out cold.
Taft virulently admonishing Chester Arthur and waving him back to the locker room.
Meanwhile, Richard Nixon he's rolled Harding onto Coolidge.
What?
Taft turns around.
What's that? 1, 2, and 3. Oh my goodness.
And Coolidge is eliminated. Harding is not even conscious, but
Richard Nixon had clambered into the ring and rolled Harding over onto the unconscious Calvin Coolidge.
And that leaves George Washington has entered the ring.
And he is furious.
He's placed his boot on the chest of an unconscious Warren Harding.
In a defiant maneuver, look, he's got both hands outstretched and he is waving Nixon on.
Taft has counted 3 on the unconscious Warren Harding. And it's Nixon. Nixon has nowhere left to hide.
He doesn't even want to get into the ring. Taft telling him, get in or you're getting counted out. Taft, he's starting to count Nixon very reluctantly, hesitantly. He's dropped down. He's running around the outside of the ring. Washington chasing around after him as Nixon clambers around the outside of the ring, trying to find a way to get in where he won't be at a disadvantage. I don't think it's going to happen.
Nixon dives into the ring to escape Washington.
He dives in and does a quick roll.
Nixon is squirreling away from Washington.
Washington stalking him like some sort of a wounded animal.
Nixon scrambling for something. He has both of his pockets turned inside out now. He has no more foreign objects left.
Doesn't look like
he has no more tricks up his sleeve.
And Washington closing in now. Nixon, it looks like he's going to go for a punch. Washington, he grabs it. My God, farewell address. A farewell address. Nixon is 1, 2, 3.
And it's over. And the moral minority has prevailed. George Washington coming through in the end.
Survivor. And that, my friends, is what Survival Sequence is all about. George Washington
has
the last man standing
over the dirty tactics of the Fandoozlers.
Standing in glory in the center of the ring. What a match that was, and we are only a quarter of the way through Survival Sequence. It's the Presidential Wrestling Federation. We're live at Madison Square Garden, and things are just getting started here.
We've got a lot more exciting matches coming up.
That's right. We're going to get down to ringside now for our second bout.
This is a very partisan showdown.
This certainly is, and as a matter of fact, I want to take a moment to mention that Chief Justice John Marshall is the official for this bout, but he wasn't originally intended to be. Chief Justice Roger Taney had been slated as the referee for this bout, but due to suspected favoritism. He has been replaced.
John
Marshall
Yep.
will be the officiator here tonight.
Chief Justice Taney recused himself. One of the teams here has the president who appointed him, as well as another president he was a little cozy with on that Dred Scott case.
Yes, indeed. And speaking of which, let's get down to ringside to see who we got coming into the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner, the Whigs, Captain Henry Clay, Daniel Webster, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, and John Tyler.
Yeah, Whigs.
John Tyler, we need to make note, not originally slated for this. William Henry Harrison chose to throw his weight into another match tonight, and therefore, John Tyler here for the Whigs.
Well, we'll see how that works out for the Whigs. They got a bit of a short bench here. They had to supplement their presidential superstars with a couple of would-be presidential superstars. Henry Clay, Daniel Webster. It's going to make for an exciting matchup.
Absolutely. And in this corner, the Democrats. Team captain, Andrew Jackson. James K. Polk. Martin Van Buren. Franklin Pierce. James Buchanan.
That's right, we got the Jacksonian Democrats, we got the Whigs, they don't like each other, and it shows.
That's absolutely correct. The team captains have elected to begin the bout. Gentlemen, shake hands and begin the match.
Look at Jackson, he's refusing to shake Clay's hand.
Indeed he is, and Henry Clay looking vexed at Jackson's impertinence here.
There is a lot of bad blood.
Great sign
in
of
this
disrespect.
match.
There certainly is a lot of bad blood here. But here we go. Clay and Jackson sizing each other up. They're circling around now. And you could tell they're talking to one another now. Jackson really looks like he's spouting off at this point. And he's charged Henry Clay and a spear.
Clay's down.
He has
Jackson is on top of him. He's pummeling him. He's been waiting to do this for a long time.
He surely has, and it's not looking good for Henry Clay right now. They're about in the center of the ring. They're a little bit towards Clay's side. If he could just break away somehow and make a tag, but so close and yet so far.
He's covering.
When you're in the
trying to cover his
grasps of
head.
Andrew Jackson.
Looks like Clay's snuck. He's held onto the ropes there. He's pulling himself out from under Jackson, but Jackson grabs him, throws him against the other ropes, and it's a clothesline. Clay rolls out. He's crawling towards the Whig corner. He looks like he wants to tag someone in, but there appears to be disagreement among his teammates.
Yes, what's going on here? There seems to be much disarray on the Whig side. Webster trying to hold Taylor back, and Fillmore appears to be shunning Webster, putting his own arm out.
They all want to be the
next man in. It looks like everybody wants to get into this thing, and
meanwhile, Andrew Jackson's still got a hold of Clay, gives him, that's a body slam. The Whigs on the apron are arguing. Chief Justice Marshall trying to keep order among them. Meanwhile, what's this? This is John Quincy Adams.
Oh my God!
He just hit Jackson in the back of the head with a book.
What was that? It was a law book.
That looked like a copy of Blackstone's commentaries.
My God, that is a thick book.
Jackson is down.
Blackstone's commentaries. Jackson completely unconscious. Clay now, he has an opportunity to get the hell out of there. There's still dissent amongst the Whigs. But what's this? He's going for the pin.
The other Whigs
team. They're trying to get Marshall's attention.
Marshall's turned around. He sees Clay's got the pin on Jackson. 1, 2, and Jackson is eliminated.
Unbelievable. Andrew Jackson, an absolute favorite.
John Quincy Adams has come out of the locker room, and Jackson, he's waking up now, and he's pissed. He's trying to tell Marshall what's happened, but Marshall's not hearing it. He's not really a Jackson fan.
He's trying to wave him off. Henry Clay, in the meantime, The Democrats deciding who should come into
Devastating
the
blow
ring.
to the Democratic team.
Looks like Martin Van Buren's going to fill in the saddle of Jackson, and Henry Clay is going to make the smart decision to tag in Daniel Webster.
Webster and Van Buren squaring off. Neither of these men physically imposing. They're both looking for a way to outthink the other.
Certainly not, and then they're trying to go for a series of low and high jabs in trade now, trading some blows in the center of the ring. Nobody seems to be taking the upper hand. It seems that, well, I don't want to call them blows. It appeared to be more like slaps.
They're trading bitch slaps is what they're doing. And
Yes, James, I think you're safe in calling it that. This is not the action we come to expect from the Presidential Wrestling Federation.
both of them red in the face at the time.
Indeed, they appear to be somewhat tuckered out from this almost bemused brawl, as it were.
Neither of them getting anywhere. Both of them looking to tag in one of their teammates. Van Buren is going to let James K. Polk come into the ring. Meanwhile, Daniel Webster tags Henry Clay back in. Clay, not in good shape.
No, that came as something as a surprise to even Henry Clay.
Webster doesn't seem to care. It's almost like he wants Clay to go in there and receive punishment.
Well, he just walked over and slapped his hand, and he's the legal man in. Marshall says Clay is the legal man. Polk now
He's
coming
fresh.
up on Henry Clay.
He's
and Henry
going
Clay
to work.
Is hurt.
Polk going to work on Clay.
The devious tactics of the Dark Horse. Getting some of them rabbit punches in there so quick that you could scarcely see him.
Kick to the midsection and then, an uppercut. Clay is hurt. He shouldn't even be in there.
Clay's trying to get out of there desperately now.
He's looking to tag in someone. He's reaching for his teammate John Tyler. What is this? Tyler just leveled Clay in the face.
God!
Clay is down at the hands of his own teammate.
Polk's pinned him. 1, 2, 3.
And Clay is
out. Clay is out. What has John Tyler done? What has John Tyler done?
He's
His
turning
teammates
against the Whigs.
admonishing him, and he is walking away.
Look at him.
He's walking away.
He's walking into the Democratic corner. He's trying to
threw
join
his
the
hands
other
up
team.
against him.
Tyler's trying to join the Democrats.
I don't believe this. What an act of treachery.
He makes his way into the Democratic corner, and the Democrats aren't having him.
They are not having
All
it. They do
four
not
of them
trust him at all.
They're
My
going
God.
to work on Tyler.
James K. Polk is outside of the ring, and all 4 of them are beating the tar out of John Tyler right now.
And the 3 remaining Whigs are letting it happen.
They surely are.
John Tyler might be rethinking his disloyalty to the Whig Party.
I believe he is. He is
being
in bad
beaten
shape.
to a pulp.
Chief Justice Marshall sees what's going on. He's trying to restore order here. John Tyler needs to get back into the ring now. Polk, he's gotten back into the ring. You got the Democrats standing
They've
up on the apron. John Tyler still unconscious outside of the ring. Chief Justice Marshall, he's started his count. Will John Tyler be able to make it back into the ring?
Marshall's ruled that he's the legal Whig, and he is out there. It's
looking pretty grim.
And he is counted out.
He is counted out. He's not going to make it back in. And now the Whigs conferring amongst themselves to see who should go into the ring against Polk.
And it's Zachary Taylor asserting himself. He wants a piece of Polk. Polk was his commander-in-chief during the Mexican War. There's bad blood there.
There certainly is. And Taylor seems to be reaching around, grabbing for Polk's hair, and John Marshall trying to break that up a little bit.
Polk's got that mullet.
Yeah, that's right. Taylor seems to keep going for it. Not that he needs to. And Taylor seriously outpowers Polk, but it looks like he's just trying to annoy him. And John Marshall admonishing Taylor once more for going to the... Polk just tried for a really cheap shot to the gut with Zachary Taylor.
Taylor's totally unfazed.
It has taken no effect, and... Whoa, boy, he's got Polk by the throat, and my goodness, he must be 1.5 inches off the ground, James. And what a wallop! Polk is down and out, and
what is this?
God, Oh my God, how embarrassing. It seems that
Look at the look on Taylor's face.
It seems like
He
Polk is
smells
having
something.
It seems like Polk is having some gastrointestinal issues. Zachary Taylor,
He soiled himself.
He seems to find this hilarious.
Polk has soiled himself at the hands of Zachary
He
Taylor.
certainly
And
has.
Taylor is laughing.
The ring. Oh my God. And Zachary
Taylor's-
Taylor almost choking with what? Taylor clutching his stomach. Oh my God, that is disgusting. Oh my
Taylor
God.
soiled himself
Oh
now.
my God, there is so much feces in the ring. I
Look at
can't
that.
believe it. Everybody's getting sick on the outside.
James Buchanan threw up.
James Buchanan is
Millard
thrown up.
Fillmore's throwing up.
Oh, Daniel Webster is gagging. Franklin Pierce turning around and ducking down.
Chief Justice Marshall's throwing up too. He's
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Oh God. I can't.
Let's go to a commercial break.
We'll be right back.
Hey kids, are you craving some more exciting action with your favorite presidential superstars?
Yeah!
Well, you're in luck, because coming soon it's PWF The Game, where you can take control of your favorite presidential superstar in an all-out brawl, with many game modes, including Presidential Rumble,
I'm gonna be the last man standing.
Survival Sequence,
I'm gonna survive!
and Presidential Mania.
I could lick Joe Biden.
That's right. It's Presidential Wrestling Federation The Game. Coming soon to Super NES and Sega Genesis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We apologize for that brief hiatus. The ring has been cleaned up. James, we should give a little shout out here.
Yep, to our sponsor, Charles Coons, the Night Scavenger.
That's right, the only person on earth willing to deal with this refuse. And thanks be to him for cleaning this mess up, and thanks
like
be
he
to the
enjoyed it.
audience for sticking around, those that were physically able to do so.
Yeah, this capacity crowd remaining in their seats here at Madison Square Garden. Those at home, the $29.95 you shut out for this pay-per-view is more than worth not having to smell the stench that still lingers in the
That's
air.
right, you can be grateful
Hear
that
it.
you're not in a theater and smell-o-vision isn't a thing. We got,
Well,
coming back to the event now, we're still a little bit disoriented from all of this, but we got Franklin Pierce in the ring, and he's awaiting his opponent.
that's right. James K. Polk is out. Zachary Taylor is out.
Yeah, that's right. They've both been disqualified. They could not carry on tonight, and so they have both been removed. Franklin Pierce is in for the
These other
Democrats,
superstars.
and Fillmore and Webster have been arguing over which one of the two is going to get into the ring.
I think Pierce is sipping a flask in there, awaiting his opponent.
It looks like he is. He's getting impatient.
He's fortifying in his stomach against what's been going around here in the
He
ring.
certainly is, and that might not be too bad of an idea. It looks like he's starting to get a bit impatient, though, as Fillmore and Webster just seem to be wasting a lot of... My God! Franklin Pierce! Here he comes! My God! A double forearm! Webster and Fillmore both down! They're down outside of the ring! Marshall's starting to count!
They're getting up, but they're still fighting amongst themselves to see who can get into this ring and face Pierce. The Whigs are in disarray. It's just... I'm embarrassed for them.
I certainly am as well, and Marshall has decided that one of them is a legal man, and he's counting them out. Wow, it looks like he's waving Millard Fillmore out. And so it comes down to Pierce and Webster. Webster is arguing on the outside of the ring with Chief Justice Marshall.
You're not going to win that argument.
No, I don't think you're going to win that argument. Webster now, oh boy. Looks like Webster has spun some vernacular magistry that Marshall did not take kind to.
No?
He's looking quite annoyed. It looks like this
Webster.
one's over, James.
Well, I mean, the Democrats got 3 men left. It's pretty much over regardless.
Yep,
The Whigs.
This one is over. Chief Justice Marshall is waving this one off. Daniel Webster's
The
getting...
Whig party has collapsed.
It has collapsed.
Into
Daniel
disarray.
Webster, he's getting disqualified. Franklin Pierce's hand raised in victory. Buchanan, Van Buren joined him in the ring.
Shameful display of disunity by the Whig party here tonight.
Indeed, and the Democrats, it looks like they're going to triumph here. What a match.
Somebody's going to have to put together some other kind of organization to take on these Democrats because the Whigs just don't have it.
Indeed. And what a brawl that was. But we are far from done here as our third bout is about to begin.
That's right, our superstars are making their way to the ring, and this next match is a family affair.
It most certainly is, James. Let's go to ringside for the announcements. In this corner, with their captain, John Adams, it's the family of Fury. With John Quincy Adams, Prescott Bush, George H.W. Bush, and George W. Bush. In the opposing corner, the Dynasty of Pain, featuring Benjamin Harrison V, the Signer, William Henry Harrison, Benjamin Harrison, Theodore Roosevelt, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Dynasty of Pain has been troubled with tragedy here in the past week.
Indeed they have. This is a very somber note.
John Scott Harrison, father of President Benjamin Harrison, son of President William Henry Harrison, was slated
right.
to join them in this match. He tragically passed away earlier this week. His spot was taken up by the progenitor of the Harrison dynasty, Benjamin Harrison V, the Signer, coming in as a last-minute replacement. But this team,
They're going to
still
have to deal
troubled
with that
with
cloud
grief.
of melancholy. That's a fact.
and it looks like they're announcing the starters of the match.
George W. Bush and Franklin Delano Roosevelt have been elected to start the match. Gentlemen, shake hands and let the bout begin.
Looks like FDR's still a long way from the ring, kind of making his way,
FDR,
slowly
he's,
wheeling himself up.
He's really not there yet. George W. Bush just waiting. Chief Justice Hughes doesn't quite know what to make of this.
FDR's supposed to be in the ring.
Well, he is. His teammates not really making much of an effort to help him.
The Harrison's looking very upset.
They
Quite distraught,
They
actually.
do look quite distraught. It seems like somebody ran... Did you notice somebody run over to them and say a few words? I don't know what's going on here, but my focus is on Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Chief Justice Hughes' increasing lack of patience as, well, it looks like he's having a word with another official on the side, and he may begin to count, but the Harrisons,
they're bursting into tears.
something appears to be going on now.
Looks like all three of them are making their way back to the
James.
locker room.
James, I just received word. It appears that the corpse of John Scott Harrison has been discovered in the locker room, and this means that, of course, he's been dug up and possibly even sexually violated.
Well, I don't know about that, but there must have been some huge misunderstanding at the Undertaker's, or this is some kind of sick prank. But apparently
Indeed.
this corpse is dangling from the rafters in the locker room.
Well, it doesn't appear to be any prank, James.
The
This
Harrison
is for
team
real.
is devastated back there. Look at them.
They are
They're
absolutely
in shock.
In shock. And, well, it's hard to even focus on the action in the ring, but what is happening now is Chief Justice Hughes is counting FDR out.
FDR not even in the ring yet. He's being counted out.
Well, wait. Now TR is scrambling. He's picking Franklin up out of his chair and rolling him into the ring. And this match is going to begin. Here we go. And George W. Bush taking advantage of a prone Roosevelt on the ground, delivering some serious blows. Roosevelt...
He's got a lot of upper body strength. He's trying to defend himself,
trying to
but
crawl
he's
away.
immobile.
And Bush
George W.
tossed
Bush
him over into his own corner. FDR is in some serious trouble now. Teddy does not know what to do.
He's the only one
Chief
on
Justice Hughes is keeping a close eye on him, making sure he doesn't step into the ring.
George
and the Harrisons
W. Bush,
still haven't come back
They're
yet.
in mourning back there. George W. Bush is stomping on FDR. He's powerless to protect himself, really. I don't know what's going on here. The Dynasty of Pain is in trouble.
Yeah, they certainly are. And it looks like Bush is now... He's scooping Roosevelt up, and what's this he's going to do here?
It's the decider!
Oh my God, it was the decider! And 1, 2, 3, Franklin Roosevelt is out of there! And it looks like by default, TR has to get into the ring.
He's the only man his team has
and
left.
he's still bewildered as the rest of us over this
shocking turn of events.
My God! And Hughes talking Roosevelt into the ring now. My God, what is going to transpire here? We've got to get a sense of order, or this match is simply over.
5-on-1. I mean, Teddy Roosevelt is tough, but
he certainly
nobody's
is
that tough.
Well, I don't know that anybody could be that tough, but Chief Justice Hughes is adamant, and TR is going to square up with George W. Bush. Now, it is 5-on-1.
TR squaring off with George W. Bush. They're grappling. TR throws Bush against the rope. Bush ducks under a clothesline. He comes around. He gives him a drop kick.
My goodness.
Bush looking spry in there.
Indeed, and that comes as something of a surprise. TR usually a dominant opponent in the ring.
TR back up. He got a nice quick jab into George W. Bush, but Bush has him in an arm bar, and Bush, he's going to tag in his father. Another fresh Bush coming in there, laying the beating
while the younger Bush is still holding him a clothesline from the father.
Hughes tells
a little bit
W
of a
to
quick
get out of
double
there.
team.
And George H.W. Bush now lifting TR up off the mat, giving him a body slam.
This is
and then
not something we
George
expected
H.W. is going
see.
to tag in his father. Now you got Prescott Bush coming in here.
Prescott Bush, he's climbing up to the top rope. He's not wasting any time. And a flying swan dive straight down onto the midsection of Teddy Roosevelt, who's prone in the ring.
The family
Teddy
of Fury
Roosevelt,
taking
5-on-1,
advantage.
as strong as you are, it's next to impossible to go up against 5 people, especially when 4 of them were fresh.
Well, Prescott Bush looks like he's going to tag in John Adams. They're going to keep the freshness going.
That's it. That's
And
clever tactics.
TR
They
is
got
in
the
trouble.
ring. You'll notice they got the ring separated. They're keeping Teddy Roosevelt in their corner. Not that Teddy Roosevelt could do anything about it. He's got nobody to tag anyway. But boy, he is in dangerous territory.
John Adams rolls TR over onto his stomach, but look, he's going to get him in the camel clutch.
Oh my goodness.
This
could spell the end.
He's just leaning back.
Teddy Roosevelt in a world of hurt.
Chief Justice Hughes asking if he wants to tap out.
He is not going to give up. He's saying
holding
no.
on.
He is adamant. He will not surrender.
He is flopping. He's trying to twist and turn. He grabbed him on the bottom rope there. Adams has got to let him out of the hold.
Wow. What a What
Gives
an
him a
amazing
nice,
feat of escape.
give him a nice kick to the stomach on his way up. John Adams going to pick up TR, bounce him off the ropes, fling him into the Bush corner, and all three Bushes and JQA are hammering on him.
Oh my God! Everybody's
All
hammering
five
on
people are hammering on
Hughes-
TR all at once.
Hughes is trying to get in there and break
He
it up.
gets
He's
in
trying
there.
to stop it.
All right, they've let up, but the damage has been done. TR is in trouble.
He's in
in a world of
serious
hurt.
trouble.
John Adams tags in his son, John Quincy Adams, steps into the ring. Looks like he's probably going to finish this thing off.
It looks like
TR
that
is
is the
hanging
case.
on by a thread.
TR, he's gone through an awful lot of punishment, but let's
John
not forget
Adams.
his performance at the Presidential Rumble,
He's a
where
proven...
TR, he took a lot of beating and he held on for a long time. This is a man who could take punishment.
He's taking
I
a
don't count
beating
him
now.
out just yet.
John Quincy Adams gets a hold of him.
It certainly isn't looking good. John Quincy Adams now. It looks like, ooh, and that is a nasty pile driver. Very quick. And that probably has got Teddy's neck completely out of whack. He might not be able to see straight at this point, James.
John Quincy Adams taking a run off the ropes, and then, a big leg drop.
Ouch.
I think that's going to be about it. John Quincy Adams looks like he's about to go for the pin. What's this?
What's this? Oh my God, it's Andrew Jackson!
Andrew Jackson is in the
Andrew
ring.
Jackson's in the
He's
ring.
coming up.
Trail of Tears!
Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears!
John Quincy Adams has been nailed with the Trail of Tears. Andrew Jackson is...
Hughes, he's trying to react.
throwing it.
Jackson's already gone. TR, he's rolled over at the cover. 1, 2, 3.
John Quincy Adams
Quincy
is out.
Adams is out of there. My God, is TR going to be able to come back from this? I don't think so. He's so hurt.
Chief Justice Hughes is shrugging his shoulders. John Quincy Adams pulled the same thing on Jackson earlier. Turnabout is fair play.
George W. Bush is going to try to come into the ring now. He's going to try and take advantage. Teddy Roosevelt is still monumentally hurt, but oh my God, here come the Harrisons.
All three Harrisons
Here
are
come
coming
all
back to the
three
ring.
Harrisons. They're charging.
They're
into
on
the
their
ring.
way.
Now the Bushes are in the ring. John Adams is in the ring.
Everyone-
It's a slobber knocker. Everybody's
out of
going
control.
at it. Chief Justice Hughes is trying to maintain order. Is he going to be able to do it? I don't know. My God. Everybody having it, everybody else.
Chief Justice Hughes starting to reassert some semblance of order.
Yeah, my God, it's hard to calm these men down when they are in a fury.
Man, the Harrisons are being threatened with disqualification.
Well,
Same with some of these
they're
Bushes.
making their way out of the wing, and
They're getting
it looks like
fight.
that.
TR is still the legal man in the ring. He's crawling
That's
to
right.
the corner. George W. Bush. TR is going to tag William Henry Harrison coming into the ring to face George W. Bush.
Well, it's fortunate that that there was that confusion for TR, because could he have made that tag, James? I don't know. But he's able to do it. George W. Bush now up against William Henry Harrison. And these two now grappling up in the center of the ring. Harrison trying to get some knees in. Bush managing to use his cheerleader moves to pelvic thrust back and out of the way.
He's going to throw William Henry Harrison up against the ropes and coming back. Gives him the hip toss right over the top rope.
Oh my goodness.
William Henry Harrison not lasting very long in there. He is on the outside. George W. Bush leaping out after him, wasting no time, picking him up off the concrete floor.
Hughes
What's he
wasting no time starting his count for both of these individuals.
He's dragging William Henry Harrison over by the stair. Oh! He just smashed his
My
face into the steel stairs.
God!
And Benjamin Harrison, President Benjamin Harrison and Benjamin Harrison V are now attacking George W. Bush on the
This is
outside.
turning into chaos.
Prescott Bush and George H.W. Bush are in the fray.
Oh my
You got
God.
3 Bushes, 3 Harrisons,
We got complete chaos.
3
out here.
generations
We got
going at it on
complete
the side of
chaos.
the road.
Oh my God! Benjamin Harrison's picked up a chair. Oh my God! They're using the stairs.
People are getting bashed with obstacles here and there.
My God!
There's no order whatsoever. Chief Justice Hughes is waving them all off.
William
He's
Henry
waving them
Harrison
all
has been
off.
counted out. George W. Bush has been counted out. The other two Bushes and Harrisons are disqualified.
This is
There's just
this comes down to
a
one
massive disqualification.
This is 1-on-1 now. It comes down to 1-on-1.
TR's the only man left again, but now
Hughes is saying it's Adams and TR.
all the Bushes, all the Harrisons, they lost control and Hughes was not having it. It's going to come down to John Adams. TR is still bloody.
Adams in a groggy, bloodied TR. Adams
see
trying to take advantage, peppering some blows into Roosevelt. Trying to get him in a headlock now. Adams has him in a headlock. Trying to roll him over. Nope. Roosevelt's going to stop it. Adams going to try that hip lock one more time. Nope. It's stopped again. Roosevelt's lifted him up. He's lifted him up, and oh my God, it's an atomic drop. Adams is hurt. TR, he's taking a few steps back. He's leaning against the ropes. He's trying to catch his breath. He's still not with it yet, but he has hurt John Adams.
John Adams is coming back strong. He's not going to take that. He's grabbed a hold of TR, throwing him up against the ropes. TR bounces back. Adams gives him the boot to the gut.
Oh my goodness.
TR
And
has been over.
oh my God.
Adams has hooked him up. He's going to give it. What is this? It's a power bomb.
My God.
My God, I never thought John Adams had the strength, but he slammed TR to the ground.
Tenacity.
That has got to be it. John Adams
I
hooks
think
the
this
leg.
one is over. 1, 2, 3. That's it.
No, he kicked out.
He kicked out of it.
TR is still alive.
I can't believe he
Can't
kicked
believe
out of
it.
it. I thought for
John
sure that
Adams
was a
is
3
yelling.
count.
John Adams thought it was too, but
Adams
Hughes
trying to argue with
disagrees.
Hughes.
Meanwhile, TR is on one knee. Okay, Adams is gonna grab him up, put him in an arm bar. He's trying to finish off TR, but he's not going. TR in a lot of pain, but he is
Clearly in a lot of pain. It's unbelievable that
he's powering
been able
through.
to withstand this, but my God, we saw what he did in the presidential rumble.
His arm is. Well, look, he reversed it now. John Adams is in an arm bar.
Oh my goodness, John Adams is now in trouble. He's lifted him straight up and slammed him onto the canvas. And he's collapsed on top of him.
Yeah, but John Adams is laying face down. TR's on his back. You can't pin him like that.
That's right, it's not a legal pin, James.
They're both laying there.
They are both in a great deal of trouble. TR has rolled off of John Adams.
And now John Adams puts an arm across TR. He's trying to go for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
No!
It's over.
TR's kicked out again.
It's not over. He's kicked out. I don't believe it.
They're
Teddy
both-
Roosevelt, the tenacity that we saw in the presidential rumble.
These men are both still down.
Groggy,
Neither one is out.
beaten, and yet hanging in there.
Who's
Who
gonna
is
be
going
the
to
first to
represent
get up?
their family?
John Adams is the first to stand up. He comes over to TR, drags him up onto one knee, and TR punched him right in the gut.
Goodness.
And then,
My goodness.
an uppercut!
Oh my God.
TR is
it's a
back on
reversal.
his feet.
He's
John
got him
Adams
up.
is stumbling.
It's over.
TR slams a fist right into John
Oh,
Adams'
my
face.
goodness.
His nose is broken.
Look at the
There's
blood.
blood all over the ring.
It's gushing.
John
blood.
Adams is out cold.
My God.
TR collapses on
1,
top of him.
2, 3. This
That's
time,
it.
it's over.
It's over.
It is over this time. My God.
TR has won it for the
sole
Dynasty
survivor.
of Pain. The
TR.
Dynasty of Pain has prevailed.
The sole survivor. My goodness, what a survival sequence.
Wow.
That we have seen thus far, and there is one more match yet to come. And the contestants will be coming to ringside here in just a second.
Charles Coons, the Night Scavenger, in the ring, mopping up John Adams' blood. But here come the superstars for our next match, and let's go down to ringside for introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nation of Assassination. Team Captain John Wilkes Booth.
Assassination.
with Charles Guiteau, Leon Cholgosh, Leon Harvey Oswald, and John Hinckley Jr.
That's the nation of assassination.
Yeah, and they are looking pretty confident, and here come their opponents. Team Captain Abraham Lincoln, with James A. Garfield, William McKinley, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and Ronald Reagan. That's it. That's the martyrs now. And the nation of assassination. But we got some special goings on here, James, before we proceed to the match. This is our main event, so let's go down to ringside for further. Our official for this evening, Chief Justice John Jay. Yes, Chief Justice John Jay.
He's going to have his hands full in this match.
He certainly is, but he is capable if anybody is. And our celebrity guest timekeeper, star of Taxi Driver and Backtrack, Jodie Foster. Oh, wow, what a treat.
We are so lucky to have Jodie Foster
Jodie Foster,
here.
Backtrack. Such a classic.
She is a 2-time Oscar Best Actress winner. I don't know if Backtrack was one of those Oscars, but it should have been.
It should have been.
She is just so special, and we are so lucky to have her.
Well, it looks like everybody is
timekeeper.
just relishing how special she is right now, James. Look at this
Well,
warm reception.
nobody seems more excited about her presence than John Hinckley.
Actually, James, I think you might be right. Hinckley seems, well, overexcited, I should say.
To the point of being shaken up here.
Let's see.
No one on his team, all that stable mentally, but he's really shown it here.
Well, I don't
And he's
understand.
actually been chosen to start this match, isn't that right?
I believe that is so, and I believe he's slated to start it against Ronald Reagan. Was the choice that was made by the martyrs.
Well,
And,
Reagan is in the ring.
Reagan looks like he's ready to go.
Hinckley needs to get up there. Jodie Foster looks ready to perform her duties as timekeeper.
Yeah, and
She's
here she goes over to the bell.
Hinckley looking very eager.
What's he reaching for there? I don't understand.
My God, it's a gun!
Oh my God!
Shots have been fired!
Shots fired!
Reagan is down!
Shots fired!
Reagan is down!
Hinckley! Jay's got Hinckley!
Chief Justice Jay has thrown Hinckley out of this match.
Chief
He is
Justice Hughes,
disqualified.
Chief Justice Marshall, Chief Justice Taft, Chief Justice Tawney, Chief Justice Walcott,
Chief Justice Rehnquist.
Everybody's storming in. They're breaking this up. Reagan.
There's
he's
an
being
army of
carted
officials
out.
here. Medical
Oh, my
staff.
God.
Reagan is on a stretcher. He doesn't look good. Hinckley is disqualified.
Oh my God! Yeah, Hinckley clearly disqualified Reagan. We will keep you updated as to his.
Just look at the look of
State.
disgust on Jodie Foster's face.
Well, she clearly
She's
is not impressed by this act. James.
very disappointed with John Hinckley's conduct.
Hinckley looking disappointed in himself for thinking that such a vile act would impress Jodie Foster, star of Backtrack.
He shot before the bell. He didn't even...
Yeah,
Wow.
There was,
A
totally
huge misfire
underhanded,
all around.
just completely underhanded, despicable move on the part
John
of John
Hinckley,
Hinckley.
totally embarrassing himself in front of
Rightfully
Jodie
disqualified.
Foster.
Chief Justice John Jay, he is trying to restore order here. The crowd just really in disarray. Ronald Reagan, we will keep you updated as to Reagan's condition.
It looks like...
Looks like they are going to start the match with William McKinley and Leon Cholgosh. And they're going to try and just pick this up as though it had just begun. Jodie Foster now in the ring, and she's ready to perform her duty as timekeeper.
She's going to perform the duty that John Hinckley didn't let her get to. She's ready now, and the superstars are ready to go. But a clear bell rung by Jodie Foster.
A lovely bell rung by Jodie Foster as the competitors move to shake hands in the center of the ring. McKinley reaches out. Chogosh slaps it aside. Oh my God, it's gone.
Oh, another shot!
Another shot
has been fired!
McKinley's been shot.
McKinley is down!
McKinley's been shot. John Jay, he's on Chogosh, my God.
There's a whole army of Chief Justices pulling Zolgas out of the ring.
Again. We can see them all.
Wow.
My God, what is going on here?
Now Zolgas has been disqualified.
Indeed, it appears Lan Chogosh has indeed been disqualified, James, and McKinley is hurt.
He is... Looks like he's refusing medical attention. He wants to stay in this thing. He's bleeding from the abdomen, but he's still on his feet.
He doesn't want to back down. He doesn't want to inconvenience his teammates, apparently.
Meanwhile, the Chief Justices are performing pat-downs on the remaining members of the Nation of Assassination.
That's right.
I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they didn't do that before the match.
One wonders.
It seems like all three of them are having handguns removed from their persons. And
yes, it appears that
maybe now we can continue this
each
match
of them
as it was intended.
were armed. You would think with the team named the Nation of Assassination,
wow,
perhaps the officials would take more
given their track records.
Care.
So,
and, you know, and that's not
pretty
to
big
say
lapse.
anything against Chief Justice John Jay, but this was a serious lapse of security here, and I hope we're finally ready to get the match underway.
Indeed,
Poor
I mean,
McKinley
he's in there.
is in there, and
he doesn't even
been shot.
Well, yeah, he doesn't. He's refusing to even be tagged out, and it looks like the Nation of Assassination is going to send Charles Gateau in there, unarmed, and see what he can do against a McKinley who is looking pale.
They're staring at each other now. Kind of a hesitation there.
Has more and more of a clammy look.
Indeed he does. Gateau now runs backward. He's bounding off the ropes now. Here he comes, and a flying drop kick to the chest of McKinley.
McKinley right where he's been shot.
I think that's... I can't imagine.
It doesn't look like he's getting up. Charles Gateau hooks the leg. And, yep, Chief Justice Jay has counted 3 on William McKinley, and now he is going to accept medical attention.
Yeah.
He rolls out of the ring onto a stretcher. He will be the second member of his team to be carted to the locker room.
Indeed.
We'll check in on their status.
Yeah,
soon.
we will get back to you on the statuses of both Ronald Reagan and William McKinley.
Meanwhile, James A. Garfield is leapt into the ring. He's going to take over here. First time one of the martyrs will come in here.
And Garfield is quite fit, and he is looking good. Oh, my goodness. He has Gateau in a fierce headlock, and he lifts him up and slams him down to the canvas. And Garfield now off the ropes. Here he comes with a big leg drop. My goodness. And he's got Gateau up now. He's got him by the hair. He's gonna... Oh, he's bringing him over to the ropes now. Garfield climbing up the ropes and bringing Gateau up with him. What's he going to do?
Display of strength.
Oh, my goodness. He's going all the way to the top rope, and he's picked him up. Oh, my God. It's a superplex off of the top rope. And Charles Gateau is in some serious trouble. These assassins finally getting a dose of their own medicine, but not quite their own medicine because they cheat.
Garfield taking revenge on behalf of his fallen teammates. He is going to lift Gateau up off the mat. Tries to fling him at the ropes. Gateau goes through the ropes. He's on the outside of the ring. He is laying there. Garfield going out after him. He is not wasting any time. He's grabbing him up. And looks like Gateau... Gateau slammed Garfield's face off the steel stairs.
Oh, no.
What a cheap shot.
He tripped him up good.
Garfield, he's back. He's got blood running down his face, but he looks mean. He doesn't look phased.
No, he looks determined more than anything else. And he's got Gateau up now. And it looks like he's hurling him back inside the ring.
He's not going to let him be counted out.
Certainly not. If that was
quick way to end the punishment.
If that was the assassin's plan, then it is not going to work out to plan. Garfield
has more punishment in store.
He's leaning down towards Gateau. Oh my goodness, did you see that? It was like a phantom punch, and Garfield is reeling, and he is cut. And there is blood, James. Garfield, he's gone over, and he's tagging in John F. Kennedy now. Garfield is hurt. He is cut. He's got a cut just above the left eye.
Well, it doesn't look too serious, but...
Well, it's something that the physicians are going to attend to as here they come.
Now, Gateau...
Going over to look up on Garfield's eye there. You don't want to have a cut over the eye. No. Meanwhile, Kennedy in there with Gateau, who still relatively weakened. He's trying to squirrel away now. He's trying to make a tag on the other side of the ring. Kennedy coming after him quick.
Kennedy grabbing into Gateau. He hurls him over the top rope. He lands right next to where Garfield is receiving medical attention.
Oh, my goodness.
Garfield, he's stomping on Gateau, and Gateau is laying there, and it seems now that...
And Jay is trying to break this up. He doesn't like to see that. He's trying to say, that's enough.
Well, Garfield has gone
Gateau needs to get back in the ring. Garfield needs to go back to the corner where the physicians are tending to him.
Gateau is crumpled there on the concrete, and Jay is beginning to count him out.
It doesn't look like he's going to have a way back into the ring. He's not on the right side of the ring to
think he might
get any help.
I think he's just going to prefer to be counted out because he doesn't want to get back in the ring in the condition that he is in. And...
well, that's it
That's it. Gateau has been eliminated.
And it looks like he's just going to... It looks like he's in prayer.
Well...
his hands are clasped, James. It looks like he's in a... looks like he's in a state of prayer. Almost as though he's checked himself out of this world. But that's the end of him, and now here we have Lee Harvey Oswald coming into the ring against JFK.
Against JFK. And look at Garfield on the outside there. The physician's working on that. It's looking like a small minor cut on his head, but
it's not looking...
He's not looking good.
It's looking really bad. His eye is completely swollen shut.
His face is ashen white. He's turned clammy. He looks like he's fading fast.
Well, almost the whole side of his face seems to be swollen.
What are these doctors doing to him?
God knows, but we'll keep you updated on that as well as the conditions of Reagan and McKinley as the bout proceeds. Still have yet to hear anything on Ronald Reagan and William McKinley and the injuries they suffered before the bout. Oswald and Kennedy still squaring away. Looks to be a fairly even fight. These two are squirrely and fairly well built.
Both military veterans.
Indeed.
Oswald, wiry, tough. He's got something to prove. And he's trying to prove it on JFK.
My God! Garfield has just collapsed on the side of the ring.
My God!
He's turning purple. His tongue is swollen out of his mouth. His eyes are rolled back inside
what
his head.
What kind of medical attention is he receiving?
I don't understand, but they're taking him out of here. He's being carted out. He's gone. He's gone. He's being taken away. That just leaves Lincoln.
Strong, hale, powerful James Garfield brought down seemingly by the medical attention he received.
My God, I don't know what happened there.
It seemed like a minor cut.
It seemed like something that could have been addressed quite easily. But them's the breaks.
Down to 2 on 2.
And we still have Kennedy and Oswald squaring off against each other.
Kennedy flings Oswald against the ropes, bounces back. Clothesline!
Ooh! And a devastating clothesline at that. Oswald, it looks like it took the wind out of him.
He is slow to get up, but John F. Kennedy's going to help him up, and then he's going to... oh, he headbutts him right in the forehead.
Ouchie,
like
wawa.
Would have hurt both of them, but Kennedy seems unfazed. He's got a strong skull, that guy.
So it appears.
Well, Kennedy's continuing to work on Oswald. It looks like he's got him in an arm bar. He's wrenching that arm.
Yes, and
Oswald
that looks
in a
like,
lot of pain.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
He's reaching for the ropes. He's going to grab the rope. Chief Justice Jay going to make Kennedy release that hold, but Kennedy continuing. Oh! Kennedy just slapped him across the face.
And quite a slap. My God.
Adding insult to injury with that move.
Indeed he did.
And Oswald is in trouble. Kennedy kicking him in the midsection, picking him up. He just body slammed him right over the top rope.
Oh,
Oswald
my
onto the
God.
concrete floor. He is on the outside.
What's he doing?
He looks like
He's crawling under the ring. What's he doing under there?
he's coming up. He's coming up with something. What? It's a rifle!
He's got a gun!
Oh my God!
A gun!
John F. Kennedy is just—he's exploded.
Oh my
His
God!
entire body blew apart.
I've never seen anything like it.
Limbs and limbs.
John
He's
F.
all over the place.
John F. Kennedy is literally splattered all over the ring. Chief
What
Justice
was that?
Jay, all the
What
Chief
was
Justices,
that?
all the Chief Justices coming out
That
now.
couldn't have been Oswald's rifle.
Chief Justice Warren has gone up to Chief Justice Jay.
Somebody had to
shaking him.
fire a
He's
rocket
yelling in his
launcher out of the
face.
stands.
I don't understand what happened. Chief Justice Warren, he's got Chief Justice Jay in the corner. He's shaking at him. He's telling him. He's screaming at him. I can't hear what he's saying.
What's going on?
But all the Chief Justices are in there. Oswald, he's apprehended. He's out of this thing. He's clearly out of this thing. There is no way he is coming back. But we do not know exactly what is going on here. Oswald went for a rifle under the ring,
And then Kennedy just exploded.
and
His whole body blew apart.
John Kennedy eviscerated all over the ring. There could be a pinky toe in the beer cup as somebody in the fifth row at this point. For all we know, it was a wild explosion.
Some kind of something fishy's going on here.
And it looks like they're going to have to call out Charles Kuntz again.
Oh yeah.
Here
Charles
he comes.
Kuntz is earning his paycheck.
He is
tonight.
earning his coin tonight. He's coming back out to the ring. He's got his
He is scooping
equipment
up
ready to go. He's
Kennedy's
scooping up
body parts.
just all kinds of organic viscera and brain matter and skull fragments and bone fragments and limbs and, well, I mean, he was completely blown apart. If you didn't see it, my God.
Well, looks like Chief Justice Earl Warren going to convey the conclusion that the officials have reached, and they say it was Oswald acting alone, causing that injury to John F. Kennedy.
And that's it.
And
We already had a
apparently
feeling
no one
he
else
was
involved.
disqualified, James, but
He is disqualified. John Wilkes Booth is not. I mean, they're not pointing the finger at anyone else here.
no, this looks like it's going
That-
to come down to a
That
one-on-one.
doesn't sound right to me, but
I mean, due to this
I
break,
trust Chief Justice Warren.
well, I mean, we're going to have to here. And Warren now, he's giving Chief Justice Jay the go-ahead to continue with the match. And we just got a one-on-one here. We got Abraham Lincoln and John Wilkes Booth. And they are about to square off in this, the final match of our survival sequence. The PWF Action Hour.
John Wilkes Booth very upset with Lincoln over the fall of his beloved Confederacy, and
Indeed. And
especially the question of Negro suffrage.
right, these two, there's no love lost between these two as they appear to be squaring each other up and coming in for a grapple. And Broken pushing each other back, and they're going to square each other up again. Another break.
Yeah, Booth seems to be, looks like he's showing off, trying to, make some kind of speeches at Lincoln, more
A
of
little bit
showboat.
theatrical.
Yeah. He needs to get down to the nitty-gritty and do some fighting. That's what Lincoln's here for.
Indeed.
He has a long experience. Wrestler, of course, champion of the first presidential rumble.
That's right,
You'll
Lincoln.
remember his
Just
memorable
waiting for
performance.
Booth to make his move at this point.
Lincoln looks almost to be toying with him. He doesn't look worried.
Indeed.
He's got a huge height advantage and just reservoirs of strength.
And it looks like Lincoln reaching out with that supreme reach that he's got and just toying with Booth a little bit.
Just jabs.
Booth continues to
Booth can't get
spout
inside
off.
of his
He's
reach.
saying something. I mean, he's really tearing into Lincoln, but we can't hear what he's saying.
He's running his mouth, and Lincoln is punching him in the mouth.
Ooh, it's looking kind of... Oh, my goodness, and Booth must have said something that struck a nerve. Lincoln's got Booth by the throat, and he's
lifting him up.
God, he's about 4 inches off the ground.
He's
What
got
a
him.
choke slam.
Oh!
My goodness.
Did you see the back of his head hit that mat?
My goodness. That could be the end here.
Booth is rolling around in pain. He looks to be reaching. He's got his hand down his pants. What is he reaching for? He's pulling out.
I don't... Oh, my
He's
God.
got a gun!
Oh, my God.
He's got a gun!
He's got a gun.
Lincoln!
God.
Lincoln's got him by the wrist. Oh, and a shot was fired!
Oh, my God. Shots
It looked like it went into the ceiling here at
Shots
Madison
fired.
Square Garden. But that's a little Derringer. That's a one-shot revolver.
That's it.
He must... How did he get that? The Chief Justices patted him down, but they didn't perform a cavity search.
They should have done a full cavity search
He
on
must
these
have
assassins.
pulled that gun literally out of his
I
ass.
think Booth pulled that gun out of his ass.
But he shot his shot, and Lincoln is still standing, and
and now
he
Booth
does
is in
not
some
look happy.
serious trouble.
Booth is on his knees.
He's on
He
his
is
knees.
begging
He's
for mercy.
Lincoln's shaking his head. No, he's grabbed Booth by the hand. It's a rail splitter.
The rail splitter.
It's a rail splitter. Booth is down. 1, 2, 3.
It's over.
It's over.
Abraham Lincoln has survived for the martyrs. The nation of assassination has been eliminated. Abraham Lincoln, once again, the last man standing, just like at the presidential rumble.
That's
This is a
right.
familiar sight
Unbelievable.
here at the PWF.
But yes, a familiar sight. Abraham Lincoln, the finest of presidential wrestlers. What an athlete.
Once again.
And really coming out against all odds here
Wow.
in this contest.
The
What a
nation of
magnificent
assassination
performer.
engaging in illegal conduct to a level never seen before in the PWF.
No, and I think there's going to be
hopefully
some
will not
serious
be
backlash
Seen
here.
again. We are receiving an update on the condition of Ronald Reagan, William McKinley, and James A. Garfield. It
That's
seems
right.
Reagan is doing well. We're being told he is likely to make a full recovery.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear.
McKinley and Garfield, not so much.
Ugh.
And John F. Kennedy, well, it goes without saying, you all saw what happened to him right in the middle of the ring.
Indeed. A dark moment in the history of the Presidential Wrestling Federation. But what a survival sequence.
Oh my God. One for the ages,
Indeed.
a match, and a pay-per-view event that will never be forgotten.
Absolutely not. Just incredible action here from start to finish. You never know what will happen because anything and anything can happen in the Presidential Wrestling Federation.
This capacity crowd here at the Madison Square Garden looks to be almost in shock at the level of entertainment they have just seen.
They certainly got their money's worth, as did any viewer that clicked on this and automatically had money detracted from their bank
Yep.
account to listen to this event.
$29.95 a bargain.
That's absolutely true. An absolute steal for the incredible excitement that we witnessed tonight.
And we also want to thank Jodie Foster, our guest timekeeper. She is in the ring congratulating Lincoln. That's where John Hinckley wanted to be at the
That's
end
it.
of this thing, in the ring with Jodie Foster, but He ruined it
He
before
cocked it up
even
and-
started.
That's it. And let's also give a hearty shout out to Charles Coons,
Indeed.
who was way more necessary tonight than anybody thought he would be.
No. He's an important sponsor of the show.
Absolutely, and he really
a
helped
critical
save the
element of
day
this
here.
survival series
Absolutely.
event. We couldn't have done it without him,
Certainly not.
and we
And-
couldn't have done it without all of you.
That's right, our
Fans
wonderful
that-
listeners.
Make the PWF what it is.
That's it, and we look forward to seeing you again with more exciting action with your favorite presidential superstars next time on the Presidential Wrestling Federation. For the Dead Presidents Podcast, this is Stunning Steve Lincoln Douglas.
And I am James J. Hamilton.
We'll catch you next time.
Thanks for listening.